Algorithmic management. When your boss is a bot. Introduction, a new era of management. In today's data-driven workplaces, a subtle yet transformative shift is occurring. Management is increasingly being handled by algorithms. This phenomenon, often referred to as algorithmic management, describes the use of software, data analytics, and automated decision-making systems to oversee, direct, and evaluate workers. Rather than human supervisors making scheduling decisions, tracking performance, or assigning tasks, these responsibilities are now often delegated to algorithms. From ride-hailing apps to warehouses and even white-collar workplaces, algorithmic management is becoming a core part of organizational control. Defining algorithmic management. Algorithmic management refers to the use of digital systems, often powered by machine learning or artificial intelligence, to manage labor processes. These systems collect vast amounts of data from employee behavior, customer feedback, task completion rates, and other inputs to make managerial decisions. This can include allocating shifts, determining pay incentives, flagging underperformance, or even issuing disciplinary actions. Unlike traditional management, which relies on interpersonal communication and discretion, algorithmic management is highly automated, data-intensive, and often opaque. Where it happens. Key sectors and examples. Algorithmic management first gained attention in the gig economy, particularly with companies like Uber, Deliveroo, and Amazon. Gig workers receive instructions, are rated by customers, and face potential penalties through app-based systems with minimal human oversight. For example, Uber's algorithm assigns rides, calculates pricing, and deactivates drivers who fall below performance thresholds, decisions that were traditionally made by dispatchers or supervisors. But the trend is not confined to gig work. In Amazon warehouses, algorithms monitor worker speed and accuracy in real time, triggering automated warnings if productivity drops. In some call centers, AI tools analyze speech patterns to assess tone and emotional engagement. Even in more professional settings, such as finance or marketing, algorithms help assign tasks, track keystrokes, or assess email responsiveness to evaluate employee efficiency. Benefits and efficiency gains can be related to improved resource allocation, enhanced productivity and output, as well as streamlined processes and workflows. Proponents argue that algorithmic management increases efficiency and reduces human bias. Algorithms can process large datasets quickly, make objective decisions, and standardize work processes. This can lead to better resource allocation, reduced costs, and more scalable management systems. For large organizations managing thousands of workers across locations, algorithmic tools offer a level of oversight that would be impossible for human managers alone. There are several risks and criticisms of algorithmic management, such as potential for misuse, ethical consideration, job displacement concerns, as well as bias and fairness issues. Despite its promise, algorithmic management raises serious concerns about fairness, transparency, and worker autonomy. One major criticism is opacity. Workers often do not know how the algorithm operates, what metrics are being used, or how decisions are made. This can create a feeling of being managed by a black box where accountability is lacking. Another concern is surveillance. Many algorithmic systems collect data continuously and intrusively, leading to what scholars call digital Taylorism, a revival of hypermonitoring and task optimization that treats workers as data points. This can erode trust, increase stress, and contribute to job dissatisfaction. Moreover, algorithmic decisions can reinforce existing biases if the data they are trained on reflects systemic inequalities. Since algorithms are not neutral, their decisions can replicate and even amplify discrimination in hiring, evaluations, or disciplinary actions. Challenges for regulation and oversight. The speed at which algorithmic management is advancing has outpaced existing labor laws and regulations. Traditional labor protections are often based on the assumption of a human manager making discretionary decisions. But when software governs workers, questions of responsibility, due process, and appeal become murkier. Legal systems in many countries are only beginning to grapple with how to ensure algorithmic accountability in employment contexts. Some jurisdictions are experimenting with new laws. For example, the European Union's proposed Artificial Intelligence Act includes provisions on transparency and human oversight in workplace AI systems. However, enforcement remains complex, particularly when algorithms are proprietary and shielded as trade secrets. Rethinking the human in management. Algorithmic management forces a fundamental rethink of what it means to manage and be managed. Traditional notions of leadership, communication, empathy, and discretion are challenged when bots assume core supervisory functions. For workers, it can mean feeling isolated, replaceable, or misunderstood. For organizations, it raises questions about culture, morale, and the long-term impacts of automating authority. Some companies have begun integrating hybrid models where algorithms assist rather than replace human managers. These approaches seek to combine data-driven efficiency with human judgment and support. The future may lie in finding the right balance between automation and empathy, standardization and flexibility. Conclusion: navigating an algorithmic workplace. The rise of algorithmic management signals a profound shift in how labor is organized and governed. While it offers clear benefits in terms of scalability and control, it also presents ethical, legal, and social dilemmas. As this form of management continues to evolve, so too must our frameworks for accountability, worker protection, and organizational design. Ensuring that the future of management remains humane, fair, and transparent will require active engagement from policymakers, employers, and workers alike. After all, when your boss is a bot, who do you turn to when something goes wrong? Stay tuned for more insights into business and the social sciences. If you found this overview helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on future topics you'd like us to cover. I'm Dr. Dog, wishing you a fantastic day ahead.